Hey there, coin enthusiasts and treasure hunters. Today, I've got a jaw-dropping story for you about a coin that could turn your pocket change into a life-changing jackpot. Imagine digging through your couch cushions or an old piggy bank and stumbling upon a humble penny, only to find out it's worth a whopping $1.1 million. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, it's not. We're talking about the 1990 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny. Yes, that little copper piece with Honest Abe on the front. What makes it so valuable? How can you tell if you have one? And what's the deal with no mint marks anyway? Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll know everything you need to start your search and maybe even fund your dream vacation. Or, pay off your student loans first. Let's break down what we mean by no mint mark. Normally, pennies minted in Philadelphia have a little P on them. But not in 1990. That year, some pennies left the mint without any mark at all. These weren't just factory oopsies, they were part of a rare production error. Errors like this send collectors into a frenzy, and when collectors go wild, prices skyrocket. So why is the 1990 no mint mark penny worth $1.1 million? A few reasons. First, scarcity. There are only a handful of these pennies in existence. Second, condition. To reach that $1 million mark, your penny needs to be in pristine, mint condition. That means no scratches, no stains, and definitely no bite marks from when you were a kid pretending to be a pirate. Now, let me tell you a little story. A few years ago, I was cleaning out my garage, mostly looking for an excuse to avoid mowing the lawn. I stumbled upon an old jar of pennies my grandma had given me when I was a kid. As I poured them out, I thought, wouldn't it be cool if one of these was valuable? Of course, back then, I didn't know what to look for. Spoiler alert, I didn't find a $1 million penny, but I did find a 1943 steel penny worth a few $100. Not bad for something collecting dust in my garage. The point is, these valuable coins are out there. They're hiding in junk drawers, change jars, and even the bottom of your car's cup holder. You just have to know what to look for. Alright, let's get into some pro tips. If you're hunting for a 1990 no mint mark penny, grab a magnifying glass or use your phone's zoom function. Check the front of the penny just below the date. If there's no mint mark and the penny looks brand new, you might be onto something. But before you start planning your millionaire lifestyle, get it verified by a professional coin grader. They'll give you a grade from 1 to 70, and you'll need a grade close to 70 to hit that 7-figure value. Now, let's talk humor. Can you imagine walking into a coin dealer with a handful of pennies and saying, "I think this one's worth $1 million"? The look on their face would be priceless. But hey, it's happened before. Regular people just like you and me have cashed in on coins they never thought twice about. If you don't have a 1990 no mint mark penny, don't worry. The coin world is full of hidden gems. From the 1943 copper penny to the 1955 double die, there's always something exciting to discover. Think of it like a treasure hunt, but without the risk of getting sunburned or bitten by snakes. So, what's the takeaway here? Check your pennies. That jar of change you've been ignoring might just hold a life-changing treasure. The 1990 no mint mark penny is proof that even the smallest, most ordinary things can turn out to be extraordinary. Before you go diving into your coin collection, I've got a quick favor to ask. If you found this video helpful or even just a little entertaining, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications. I post videos like this all the time, helping you uncover the secrets of valuable coins, treasure hunting strategies, and tips for turning pocket change into a windfall. And hey, drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare coin or if you're about to start searching. I'd love to hear your stories. Remember, the best treasure might be hiding right under your nose. Hi everyone. Imagine this, you're casually digging through your spare change, maybe looking for a quarter for the vending machine or coffee at your local cafe. Suddenly, you spot an ordinary penny, or is it? What if I told you that one of those pennies, yes, the humble 1989 no mint mark Lincoln penny, could be worth a jaw-dropping $1.2 million? That's right, folks. Today, we're diving deep into this incredible story of the 1989 no mint mark penny, why it's worth so much, and how you might just strike it rich without even realizing it. So stick around, because this could be the most profitable 20 minutes of your life. First things first, what's the deal with this penny? At a glance, it looks like every other penny. It's copper colored, has Abraham Lincoln's profile on the front, and on the back, the Lincoln Memorial. Pretty standard stuff, right? Wrong. The 1989 no mint mark penny is part of a rare batch that was minted without the telltale letter indicating where it was made. Normally, pennies would have a little P, D, or S for Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. But for reasons lost to time, or maybe just a sleepy mint worker, some 1989 pennies were struck without that mint mark. Here's the kicker: these coins were made with an incredibly high level of detail. The die used to stamp these pennies was brand new, meaning the design is sharper, and the strike is more precise. Coin collectors go wild for this kind of thing. Now, let's talk money. Why is this coin worth more than a house in most cities? It comes down to three things: rarity, condition, and collector demand. Only a handful of these rare pennies exist, and finding one in pristine condition is like finding a needle in a haystack. Collectors prize coins that look like they just rolled out of the mint. If your penny has no scratches, dents, or signs of circulation, it could be worth a fortune. The coin collecting world is like a secret society, and rare pennies are their holy grail. When a coin like this hits the market, collectors practically throw money at it. One such coin sold for $1.2 million at auction, setting a record. That's a lot of Starbucks trips, people. Alright, now that I've got your attention, you're probably itching to go through your piggy bank. But wait. Here's how you can tell if you've got the golden or copper ticket. Flip through your pennies and check for the year 1989. That's step 1. No mint mark? Bingo! You might be in luck. Is it shiny and new looking, or has it seen better days? Remember, condition is everything. Now, let me tell you about a friend of mine. We'll call him Mike. Mike loves thrift stores, flea markets, and garage sales. One day, he bought an old mason jar full of coins at a yard sale for $5. Turns out, he found a rare penny from the 1980s. It wasn't the 1989 no mint mark, but it was worth $300. That's a 6,000% return on investment, people. So, the moral of the story? Don't underestimate loose change. Isn't it wild that we ignore pennies most of the time? They sit in car cup holders, couch cushions, and gum-covered parking lots. Yet, here we are talking about one that could literally change your life. If Abraham Lincoln knew his penny was worth $1.2 million, he'd probably be speechless, or maybe he'd finally crack a smile. So there you have it, the 1989 no mint mark penny. A tiny, unassuming piece of copper that could be worth more than your car, your student loans, and your dream vacation combined. Before you toss that penny jar or ignore the change the cashier hands you, take a closer look. Who knows? You might be holding history and $1 million in your hand. If you enjoyed today's deep dive into coin treasures, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more tips on finding hidden gems in your pocket change. Hit the like button, share this video with your friends, and drop a comment below if you think you've got a valuable coin story. Remember, every penny counts, literally. Alright, folks, here's a question for you. What if that penny rattling around in your couch cushions is worth more than your car? Yep, you heard that right. Today, we're talking about a penny, just a humble 1988 no mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny that's worth a jaw-dropping $1.3 million. Yeah, a penny. Now, before you run off to grab your change jar, stick with me because I'm breaking down why this little copper coin is so valuable, how to spot one, and whether you could be sitting on a small fortune. Plus, I'll share a little story about my own penny hunt that might just make you laugh or cry, depending on how it ended. So grab your magnifying glasses and maybe some gloves. Let's get into it. Okay, here's the deal. Most coins have a mint mark. That's the little letter on the coin, usually a P for Philadelphia, D for Denver, or S for San Francisco, that tells you where the coin was made. But this 1988 penny? No mint mark at all. That makes it super rare, and collectors go absolutely nuts for rare stuff. Now, this wasn't some design choice. Nope, it was likely a production mistake. Somebody at the US Mint either forgot to stamp the dies with the mint mark or just had a really bad day. Either way, the result was this elusive no mint mark penny, which now has collectors pulling out their wallets faster than you can say e pluribus unum. Let's get practical here. If you're staring at your pile of pennies, here's what to look for: 1988. No cheating. Flip that penny over. If you see a letter under the date, sorry, it's not the jackpot. Coins in great condition, like ones that look fresh out of the bank, are worth way more. If it looks like it's been through a lawnmower, well, that's a harder sell. And pro tip, a magnifying glass helps. Because squinting at tiny numbers for hours isn't a good look for anyone, trust me. Here's the kicker, it's not just rarity that makes this penny valuable. It's demand. There's a small but dedicated group of collectors who are willing to shell out big bucks, like $1.3 million, for coins like this. Why? It's like the ultimate bragging rights. Oh, your car cost $80,000? Cute. I have a penny worth 16 times that. Plus, these collectors know that over time, the value of rare coins can go up. It's kinda like investing in stocks, but shinier. And now, let me tell you about the time I thought I struck gold, well, copper. A few months ago, I was cleaning out an old drawer. You know the one. Full of receipts, expired coupons, and random loose change. I spotted a penny and thought, wait, what if this is one of those pennies? Cue 30 minutes of frantic Googling, squinting at the date, and comparing it to photos online. I was so sure I'd hit the jackpot. My heart was racing. And then I realized it had a mint mark. A big fat D. Yep, I went from millionaire to regular person in about 0.2 seconds. Moral of the story, always double check, but don't quit your day. Job.so, there you have it. The 1988 no mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny, a tiny little coin that could make you a millionaire. Could you have one sitting in a jar somewhere? Absolutely. That's why it's worth taking a closer look at your change. Who knows? You might just find the treasure of a lifetime. And hey, if you enjoyed this deep dive into rare coins, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I'm here to help you uncover hidden gems in your pocket change and share tips on spotting valuable coins. Let's turn those pennies into big bucks together. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting. Who knows? The next time you reach into your pocket, you might just pull out $1.3 million. Stay curious, stay excited, and I'll see you in the next video. Ladies and gentlemen, coin enthusiasts, and accidental treasure hunters, welcome back to the channel where we turn your spare change into cha-ching. Today, we're diving into a coin that might just make you look twice at that jar of pennies on your dresser, the 2006 no mint mark Lincoln penny. This unassuming little piece of copper is worth, wait for it, $1.4 million in today's market. Yep, you heard me right, millions for a penny. Imagine finding one of these bad boys stuck under your couch cushions. Suddenly, cleaning the house doesn't sound so bad, does it? So, what's the deal with this penny? Why is it so valuable, and how can you spot one? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you might be running to your piggy bank with a magnifying glass. Alright, let's talk about what makes the 2006 no mint mark Lincoln penny such a big deal. First off, what does no mint mark even mean? A mint mark is a small letter stamped on a coin to show where it was made, like D4 Denver or S4 San Francisco. If there's no mint mark, it usually means the coin was minted in Philadelphia. Nothing unusual there. But here's the twist, the 2006 penny in question has no mint mark and a super rare production error that makes it worth its weight in gold, literally. And now, before we get into the nitty-gritty, let me tell you a quick story. A couple of years ago, I was helping my grandmother clean out her attic. You know the drill, dusty boxes, old photo albums, the occasional questionable odor. Anyway, I found this jar full of pennies, and my inner treasure hunter kicked in. I spent hours sorting through those coins, hoping to strike it rich. Did I find the 2006 no mint mark penny? Nope. But I did find a 1943 steel penny, which was pretty cool. Moral of the story? Always check your loose change, you never know what's hiding in plain sight. Back to the 2006 penny. This coin's value comes down to a rare die error. For those new to coin lingo, a die is the metal stamp used to press the design onto a coin. If the die has a flaw, like a crack or misalignment, it can create a unique error on the coin, making it a collector's dream. The 2006 penny we're talking about has a double die error, meaning some of the features, like Abraham Lincoln's profile or the Liberty inscription, look doubled or blurry. This error is super rare, and collectors are willing to shell out big bucks for it. But wait, how do you know if you have this magical penny? Grab a magnifying glass and check the details. Look at Lincoln's face and the lettering. If anything looks slightly off, you might have a winner. But here's a tip: don't squint at your pennies too long, or you'll start seeing double everywhere, and then every penny will look like it's worth a fortune. Let's talk money, because that's why we're all here, right? In pristine condition, the 2006 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny with the double die error has fetched up to $1.4 million at auction. Even coins in less than perfect shape can go for tens of thousands. Imagine paying off your car or putting a down payment on a house with a penny. It's the ultimate rags to riches story, so what's the takeaway here? Never underestimate the power of a humble penny. That spare change rattling around in your pocket could be your golden ticket. The next time you're sorting through your coins, take a closer look. Who knows? You might just strike it rich with a 2006 no-mint Mark penny. And hey, if you found today's video helpful or at least mildly entertaining, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. This channel is your one-stop shop for all things coins: how to spot the valuable ones, how to sell them, and maybe even a few tips on starting your own collection. Let's uncover these hidden treasures together. What if I told you that a single penny could be worth more than a Lamborghini? Sounds crazy, right? But the 1970 D-mint Mark Lincoln penny isn't your everyday coin. This unassuming little copper piece can fetch up to $1.5 million. Yep, $1.5 million. That's a life-changing amount of money hiding in your couch cushions or that jar of coins collecting dust in your closet. Hey there, coin enthusiasts and treasure hunters. Welcome back to the channel where we turn your pocket change into payday. Today, we're diving deep into the story of the 1970 D penny. I'm breaking down what makes it so special, how to spot one, and why someone would pay a fortune for it. Oh, and stick around, I'll share a personal story about how I almost tossed a valuable coin without realizing it. Okay, here's the deal: not every 1970 D penny is worth millions. In fact, the vast majority are worth, well, just a penny. But a few rare errors and unique features make some of these coins insanely valuable. The 1970 D penny is famous for a double die obverse. This means the coin was struck twice by the die, causing the text and details to appear doubled. It's like the coin got a little tipsy and couldn't sit still during production. Look closely at the date 1970 or the words "In God We Trust." If they look slightly blurry or doubled, you might be holding a goldmine. But wait, there's more. A few of these pennies were also struck on the wrong planchet, a blank meant for a different coin. Imagine trying to bake cookies but accidentally using a pie tin. The result? A super rare penny collectors will pay big bucks to own now. Before you go rooting through your spare change, let's talk about what to look for. It's on the front of the coin, just below the date. The D stands for Denver, where the coin was minted. Use a magnifying glass or the zoom on your phone. The doubling is usually most noticeable on the date or the lettering around the coin's edge. Coins in pristine condition, what collectors call mint state, are the ones fetching top dollar. If your coin looks like it's been through a blender, it's probably not worth millions. A quick tip: if you find one that looks promising, don't clean it. Cleaning a coin can actually lower its value. Trust me, collectors prefer their rare coins with all the dirt and character intact. Great question. The answer lies in the world of coin collecting, where rarity and history are king. Imagine owning a piece of history that few people in the world have. It's like having the Mona Lisa of pennies. Wealthy collectors are willing to pay astronomical sums for these coins because they're unique, historically significant, and a bragging right now. I know what you're thinking: $1.5 million for a penny? Who are these people? Honestly, I picture them sipping coffee in a mansion made of pennies. Okay, story time. A few years ago, I was clearing out some old junk and found a box of coins. Among them was a penny that looked odd. I didn't think much of it and almost threw it in the meh pile. But something about it caught my eye: it had this strange doubling on the date. Curious, I did some Googling and realized it could be valuable. Long story short, I took it to a local coin shop, and while it wasn't the $1.5 million penny, it was worth $200. Not bad for something I almost tossed, right? That experience taught me to always check my change. You never know what you might have. So, what's the moral of the story? Always check your coins. The 1970 D penny is proof that even the smallest treasures can hold immense value. With a little knowledge and some patience, you could stumble upon a fortune hiding in plain sight before you head off to raid your piggy banks. Remember this: collecting coins isn't just about the money, it's about uncovering history, sharing stories, and maybe even getting a little lucky. If you found this video helpful, entertaining, or just a good excuse to procrastinate, hit that subscribe button and join our coin-loving community. I've got more tips, tricks, and stories coming your way, so you don't want to miss out. And hey, let me know in the comments, what's the coolest coin you've ever found? We're diving into the incredible story of the 1991 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, a coin so valuable that it could literally change your life overnight. Hi, I'm Jake, your go-to guide for uncovering hidden treasures in your coin collection or the junk drawer we all have. Stick with me because not only am I going to give you the scoop on why this penny is worth a fortune, but I'll also share a personal story about how I almost overlooked a valuable coin myself. Spoiler alert, it involves a pizza night gone terribly right. What is the 1991 no-mint mark Lincoln penny? Alright, let's start with the basics. The 1991 Lincoln penny looks like any other penny, made of copper-plated zinc, with good old Honest Abe on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the back. But here's the kicker: this particular penny doesn't have a mint mark, meaning it was produced in Philadelphia. Now, I know what you're thinking, so what? Lots of pennies don't have mint marks. True, but the value lies in its rarity. You see, this penny wasn't just any run-of-the-mill coin, it's a high-grade, rare error coin, and here's where it gets exciting. Most 1991 pennies are, well, just pennies. But this one is special because of its nearly flawless condition and the way it was struck. Experts call this a perfect specimen, and it's been graded as such by professional coin grading services. Let me break it down for you in relatable terms. Imagine if the penny was a pizza. A regular penny is like that one pizza slice you accidentally drop on the floor. Sure, it's still pizza, but it's not perfect. Now, the 1991 no-mint mark penny? That's the perfect slice, extra cheese, perfectly cut, no grease stain in sight. That's why collectors go wild for it. It's all about condition, folks. If your 1991 penny has scratches, discoloration, or signs of wear, it's probably not going to make you a millionaire. But if you've got one that's shiny, sharp, and free of imperfections, congratulations, you might be sitting on a goldmine now. Let me tell you a quick story. A few years back, I was cleaning out my junk drawer, yes, the one that somehow collects rubber bands, mystery keys, and that weird pen that never works. Anyway, I came across a handful of old coins. I almost tossed them in a tip jar, but something told me to take a closer look. Turns out, one of them was a 1982 penny with a rare minting error. It wasn't worth $1.6 million, but it sold for a few $100. I used the money to treat myself to a fancy dinner, and I've been hooked on coin collecting ever since. Moral of the story? Always check your change. How to spot a valuable 1991 no-mint mark penny. Now that I've got you hyped, here's how to check if you've hit the jackpot. Look for 1991. If it's a different year, it's not the one we're after. Make sure there's no little D or S under the date. Is it shiny? Does it look brand new? You'll want to get it graded by a professional. Look up recent sales of 1991 pennies to compare. The $1.6 million auction sale. Here's the cherry on top. Back in, mention year, one of these pennies sold at auction for an incredible $1.6 million. That's enough to buy a mansion, travel the world, or, let's be real, never eat store brand cereal again. So, there you have it, the 1991 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. It's proof that big things really can come in small packages. Who knows? The next time you're counting your spare change, you might just discover your ticket to a brand new life. If you loved this video, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe to my channel for more tips on coins worth serious money. I'm here to help you uncover the treasures hiding in plain sight, and hey, while you're at it, drop a comment below and let me know if you've ever found a rare coin or if you're about to go digging through your couch cushions after this video. Hey there, coin enthusiasts, treasure hunters, and everyone in between. Imagine this: you're rummaging through some old jars of pennies, just looking for enough change to buy that overpriced coffee, and boom, you stumble across a coin worth $1.7 million. Yeah, you heard me right, $1.7 million. And nope, it's not gold-plated or diamond-encrusted, it's just a humble 1967 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. So, why is this little penny worth more than a luxury car or even some houses? Stick around, because today we're diving into the fascinating, hilarious, and slightly unbelievable story of how this seemingly ordinary coin became one of the most sought-after treasures in the coin collecting world. Plus, I'll share a story about the time I almost threw away a valuable coin, yikes, and why you might want to double-check your change before tossing it in the tip jar. Alright, let's get into it. First off, what's the deal with the 1967 no-mint mark Lincoln penny? Why is it so special? In 1967, the US Mint was in a bit of a pickle. They were phasing out mint marks for a few years to discourage coin hoarding. Back then, people were obsessed with collecting coins, especially ones with rare mint marks. So, in an attempt to keep things smooth and boring, the mint decided, hey, let's just remove mint marks altogether for a while. Brilliant plan, right? Except it backfired. Instead of making coins less collectible, they accidentally created a few unintentional rarities like our star of the show today. And now, most 1967 pennies are pretty run-of-the-mill. They're made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, weigh about 3.11 grams, and feature Good Ol' Honest Abe on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the back. Nothing fancy. But every once in a while, you'll find one with a striking error. Maybe it's off-center, double-dyed, or has a smooth edge where there should be ridges. These tiny oopsies can send collectors into a frenzy and skyrocket the coin's value. And then there's the Holy Grail, a pristine, uncirculated 1967 penny with no mint mark and a significant error or rarity. One of these gems sold for a jaw-dropping $1.7 million at auction. That's like winning the lottery, except instead of numbers, you're betting on a coin you probably ignored at the bottom of your couch cushions for years. But why is it worth so much? Well, it comes down to a combination of factors. The fewer scratches, dents, or signs of wear, the better. Think of it like grading diamonds, perfection pays. Not every 1967 penny is valuable. It's the rare errors in mint state coins that make collectors swoon. Collectors are always hunting for unique coins to complete their collections. And let's be honest, some of them have deep pockets and really want to win those bidding wars. And now, here's where things get funny. A few years ago, I found a weird penny in my car's cup holder. It was all shiny and had this funky edge, so I thought, hey, this might be worth something. I got all excited, did some research, and even took it to a local coin dealer. Turns out, it was a total dud. Just a regular penny that had been run over by a shopping cart a few too many times. But here's the moral of the story: you never know until you check. That's why I always say, every penny is worth a second look. So, how can you tell if you've hit the jackpot with your 1967 penny? Here are a few tips. Check for any unusual features like double-dyed lettering, off-center strikes, or a missing edge design. Coins in mint or near mint condition are your best bet. If your penny looks like it's been through a rock tumbler, it's probably not worth much. If you think you've got something special, send your coin to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll examine it, grade it, and give you an official certification. Use online resources, auction sites, or coin forums to see what similar pennies are selling for, and if you don't find a $1.7 million penny, don't feel bad. Even some moderately rare pennies can sell for hundreds or thousands of dollars. That's still way better than 1 cent, right? So, there you have it, the incredible story of the 1967 no-mint mark Lincoln penny worth $1.7 million. Who would have thought that something so small and seemingly insignificant could hold such immense value? It's a reminder that sometimes, the things we overlook are actually treasures waiting to be discovered. If you enjoyed this video and want more tips on how to spot valuable coins, learn the history behind them, or just hear some fun stories about coin collecting, hit that subscribe button and join our community. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and let me know in the comments if you've ever found a rare coin in your pocket change. And remember, the next time you see a penny on the ground, don't just walk past it. Pick it up, it could be your ticket to $1.7 million. Hey there, treasure hunters. What if I told you that lurking in your pocket change could be a penny worth $1.80 million? Yep, you heard that right, a single, humble Lincoln penny minted in 1987 with a little D mark below the date might just be the golden ticket to your dream life. Forget lottery tickets, your next $1 million find could be jangling around in your old junk drawer. And now, before you go dumping your coin jar onto the floor, which, by the way, totally relatable, I've been there, stick around because today we're diving deep into what makes this 1987 D Lincoln penny so special. I'll share how to spot one, why it's worth so much, and, of course, a personal story about my own coin hunting adventures. Trust me, this is a tale you don't want to miss. Alright, let's set the stage. The 1987 D penny is part of the Lincoln Memorial Series, which ran from 1959 to 2008. Most of these coins? Pocket change. But a select few, like our $1 million superstar, were struck with errors that make them incredibly rare and valuable to collectors today. So, what exactly makes this penny worth $1.8 million? It's not just any ordinary coin, it's likely one of the rare error coins. Coin experts suspect these may have been struck on a bronze planchet instead of the standard zinc-coated copper planchet used in 1987. This mishap created a small number of coins with unique characteristics that collectors go absolutely bonkers for. Okay, here's what you're looking for. Look for that little D under the date. That means it was minted in Denver. If you have a kitchen scale handy, weigh the penny. A standard 1987 penny weighs about 2.5 grams. But if yours tips the scale closer to 3.1 grams, you might be holding one of those rare bronze planchets. And now, let me tell you a story. I once spent an entire weekend combing through every coin in my house. I turned my couch cushions inside out, rated my car's cup holder, and even checked the bottom of my washing machine. Pro tip: laundry quarters aren't as exciting as you think. While I didn't find the elusive 1987 D penny, I did discover a 1969 S penny worth a few bucks. Not quite life-changing, but hey, it bought me a coffee. Moral of the story? The thrill of the hunt is half the fun. Collectors are willing to shell out big bucks for coins like this because of their rarity and history. It's like owning a piece of American art that fits in your pocket. Plus, the story of a penny that beat the odds to become a millionaire maker is irresistible. So, you've done the work, and you think you've got a 1987 D bronze penny. Now what? First, don't spend it on a vending machine snack. Seriously, don't. Instead, take it to a coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll verify its authenticity and assign it a grade, which can increase its value. Then, start networking with collectors or auction houses. Heritage auctions and stacks bowers are great places to showcase your find, and let me just say, if you end up selling that penny for $1.8 million, you'd better come back here and share the story in the comments. I'm already jealous of future you. Alright, folks, here's the deal. The 1987 D Lincoln penny is proof that big things really can come in small packages. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just someone curious about what's in their spare change, this coin shows us that treasures can be found in the most unexpected places. So, here's your challenge: grab a magnifying glass, check your coin jar, and start hunting for that $1 million penny. You never know, your next trip to the grocery store might turn into the discovery of a lifetime. If you enjoyed this video and want more tips on finding valuable coins or just love the idea of turning pennies into paychecks, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. I've got plenty more stories, tips, and coin hunting strategies coming your way. And hey, before you go, tell me in the comments, what's the coolest coin you've ever found? Let's swap stories. It's a lot more fun than hoarding change in secret.